Hello and welcome back. To start, you're going to want to make coffee however you wish. My favorite way is using a mocha pot, or as I call it in my household, una cafetera. How do you feel about the smell of coffee? I, for one, love it, especially when it is brewing. There's just nothing like a fresh cup of coffee brewed in the morning. There are various ways to make coffee using a mocha pot, but today I'm going to keep it very simple. Water, espresso, and some heat. Let everything come to a boil, checking on it regularly. You'll know it's done when the top is full, and there are no more bubbling sounds. To make the cream, you're going to want to mix together some heavy cream and a full tub of mascarpone cheese. The one that I got is from ALDI, and I really liked it. One big tip, if you love to bake, as I do, is to always check if you have enough vanilla in your fridge before you start baking. I did not follow my tip, and it was very sad not to be able to put all the vanilla flavor that I would have liked. If you have a standalone mixer, it will save you a lot of time and a little bit of arm ache. However, I did not, so I used my trusty old electric handheld beater, and it did the job just great. I used a little bit of sugar to stiffen up the peaks a bit more, but in the end I found it wasn't really necessary. Condensed milk is a staple in my baking pantry, so I decided to use it to see what it would taste like in tiramisu, and I can say I was not disappointed. Here I'm adding some cocoa powder to the espresso that we just made. I really like the depth of flavor that it gives, but it's completely optional. Quickly give the ladyfingers a small dip before arranging in the way that best fits the container you are using. This is the most satisfying part, getting the cream nice and even. Please excuse any background noises such as TVs or washing machines. I live with my family and a quiet house is just not really possible. That, however, is the beauty of living with your loved ones. You can always hear their presence. This dessert would not be complete without the final touch of cocoa powder gently sifted and sprinkled over the top. You can do as much or as little as you'd like. As you can tell from the video, I really like cocoa powder, so I was very generous. As a small child, I always loved to play tea party. And as an adult, that really never went away. Instead, now I can play and bake and do all of those things in my own time. And fortunately, I get to make delicious things, just like this tiramisu. It ended up tasting marvelous. A bit too sweet for some in my family, but nothing that a little less sugar couldn't fix. If I were to make it again, I'd skip the sugar altogether and just do 1 can of condensed milk. Let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite tiramisu recipe. I'd love to try it. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. It was a pleasure to have you. Till next time, see you soon.